Hey guys, welcome back to part two of the Kachina Project. I am Katie Lambert, your Ahwatukee mom here, and we're talking about my house, guys. It's been a really exciting journey. So last I left you, we had just finished up with inspections. We had the mold test, I believe, just about to happen, or maybe it had happened and we were waiting for results. Well, the results came back, it had mold. It had mold in a few different areas. What had ended up happening for the most part, so this particular home has 4 AC units on it. It's a big home. And on one side of the house, so it's got two on one side and two on the other side. And on the one side of the house, it has a closet outside that the 2 AC units sit in. And something happened with the previous owner. I don't know the exact story, but that one of the AC units there started to leak. They got it taken care of. They actually replaced the AC units, which was yay us. We have new AC units on the property, right? But what ended up happening was there was enough water damage intrusion over a long enough period of time that mold had developed. And it had developed so it went down into the basement, and it actually a lot of it went into a closet down in one of the rooms in the basement. So that had to be remediated. There were a few other areas in the home, various leaks that had happened over the years had caused some mold issues there. I can't tell you how glad I am that we got that mold test. We almost didn't, and we may have walked into this house with mold absolutely everywhere and had to remediate that on our own. So it was great. The seller was amazing and ended up helping us out with that, and got a remediation company in there that went in, scrubbed it up, cleaned it up, and did their thing, whatever they need to do, and then tested again. Well, so the first time it lasted about a week. They had to go in, clean all the areas, plastic them off, do all that stuff, had to run the blowers for a week in the house. And it tested and it came back still positive in all of those areas. Oh my gosh. So it ended up closing out, because I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not closing on a house that has mold and it hasn't been remediated fully and we don't have negative tests. I'm not doing it, because once you close on a home, you accept the conditions of that property, and I'm not doing it. And so we went back through the thing. Remediation company came back, did a week's worth of cleanup again, and we got tested, and yay, it was it tested negative. So there was no more mold in the house, which is really what we were going for. Did we have flood cuts in a few of the rooms to deal with? Sure did. If you don't know what a flood cut is, that is when they cut the sheetrock to the studs up a couple of feet. So 2 rooms, I think it is, had this. 3 rooms had this. It was all flood cut. So you could see the studs and what's behind it and all of that. But they needed to do that in order to get to the problem. And that was okay, to be honest, for us, because we were doing a complete remodel on the entire house. And so flood cuts were fine because we had some more drywall work to do anyway. And so it was kind of a compromise with the seller. Hey, you remediate the situation, get the mold gone. Let's get it tested negative. And then don't worry about the destruction that it caused. We will handle that. So it was kind of a little deal that we made with the seller there. And it ended up working out really, really well for both of us. So that pushed us, right? And all the while, we're talking with subcontractors, and we're talking with places to order our flooring, our cabinets, our countertops, our hardware, all of the stuff that we need to throw into this remodel. And we've been doing that for several weeks, because I don't know about y'all, but if you're trying to do any sort of remodel or anything right now, it's not as easy as it used to be to get materials. It's not as quick. We're definitely waiting around much longer for materials, and they're more expensive too, which is fun. But it's sort of plugged up the works of all of that, right? We were getting this huge delivery of flooring. The house is 6,100 square feet. So we're getting 5,000 some odd square feet, or more, just the whole house minus the bathrooms of flooring. And we don't even own the house yet. So where are we going to put that, right? So we're kind of juggling things, and doing our best to be as strategic as possible with our orders, so that we still receive the stuff that we need on time. We've got the place to store it. We can get it into the house, get it installed, get it done in hopes that we can move in to this place by the end of the year. So that is really our hope and dream. We now own the property. If you drive by, you're going to see it. I mean, we're ripping and tearing. I actually have a couple of quick videos that I want to show you guys of what has happened this past week. So we'll share this one first. So this is the kitchen. You can kind of hear, my kid was there, so you might hear him, and you kind of hear the guys that are working. They were busting out tile in the master bath. So all this tile is gone. All the cabinets are gone. The island obviously is gone. And gotta love that view. I cannot wait to wake up to that every morning. But another thing, just speaking about living on the preserve, we don't live far from the preserve, but we don't live right on the preserve right now. And so we have been concerned. We're like, well, probably going to be dealing with some extra wildlife and whatnot. And sure enough, there is some extra wildlife there. We're not there often. At night, we do go, we check on the house, make sure it's all locked up, do all that. And, obviously workers are there wee hours of the morning, but we don't really spend, hours and hours there at night. And last night we went and you could hear the coyotes. They're so close. If you go out on the balcony, you can see them running around out there. It's actually really cool. But I tell you all of this because we were a bit blindsided by how much mouse droppings we found in the house. I mean, gross. Like there was a lot, we'll just say. And I'm definitely getting a cat because I think that's absolutely necessary. We certainly don't want to be living with mice in a beautifully brand new remodeled home. So little tip, you got mice when you live on the preserve. I've already learned that and I don't even live there yet. If any of you out there have any other advice for this preserve liver before I get to the preserve, it's very welcomed. But as I learn things, I will share them with you through the Ahwatukee Mom blog. All right, so let's look at another. This is upstairs. So this is the office. All of these things right here, this was all cabinets and then all bookshelves on the top. That's all been ripped out. Here's the bathroom that belongs up there. It sort of resembles a bathroom, kind of. That's been all ripped except for the shower. The shower was in really good shape. All this butter yellow and red, all of that is gone now because we've had the painters by already and they have already started upstairs. This is a bar in this game room and that has already been taken out also, and it just makes it so much bigger. I've got one more for ya. This is the basement. And so we have taken out this was all carpet, all that red's going to be gone, curtains are going to be gone, all of that. And this is going to be all beautiful flooring down here and up the stairs to the basement. So there you have it, guys. We are ripping and tearing. We are just in the belly of the beast right now as far as demolition is concerned. The painting has started. So we're going to get paint up in the entire house. And then we're going to start working on cabinets and tile, flooring, and the other flooring that we're putting in, start working on that. And then the bathroom fixtures and appliances and things like that got to come. It sounds really easy when I say it, like lickety split, like it's just going to happen, it's all going to come together. But it is a lot of work and it is a lot of planning, obviously. All right, guys, until next time, stick with me right here at ahwatukeemom.com and we will talk more about the Kachina Project and preserve living as we go and once I live there. Bye-bye for now.